Sometimes things don't go your way, that's one thing I'll say. Today is an interesting day. The weather's kind of breezy. Have you heard of a Donny called Calfreezy? It ain't no beezy, that's a common saying. What are you saying? Are you a super saiyan? How much are you paying for this good? It's all good in the hood. Have you heard of a boogie with the hoodie? Are you a noob? Are you a rookie? If you're making some food, can I please have a cookie? Have you seen the bookies, the odds that this match will go in a certain direction? Sometimes you need to improve, you need a correction, something that will make you realize how to do things right. The end is in sight. Do things with all your might. Are you in the top flight of English football, aka the Premier League, the best league in the world? That frisbee got hurled across the park. Right now it's looking dark. Have you heard of somebody called Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, the most iconic figure in Marvel history? Somebody needs to take you out of your misery. Why are you in such a slumped state? It's not really great. There's no debate. You've got to pick yourself up, enlighten your mood. What is your favorite type of food? Is it pasta? Or is it pizza? Nice to meet you. I'm always down to greet you. Why don't you just leave her to her own devices? Please ignore all the vices and the negative things. How many wins have you got on this game? Everybody knows your name because of how good you are at this game. You've got a lot of fame. That's something that he'll more than happily claim. Please take aim. Have accuracy. Why are you mad at me? What is this fallacy? Are you running out of battery? Does your camera need a recharge? Do you like margarine? He blew that thing to smithereens. Don't act like a fiend. Have you ever balanced on a beam? Please join the team. This is the stuff of dreams, the theatre of dreams. Some pictures are just memes, things that often get laughed at. Are you as blind as a bat, or have you got 20/20 vision? Aim with precision, make the vital decision. You're a man on a mission. When do you plan on linking? What are you wishing? What the hell were you thinking? What was going through your mind? What is it that's so hard to find? The all-important missing piece. Oh please, have some release, some sweet relief. Some things are looking grief. Please cut the beef. Avoid any confrontation. You do stuff for your nation. You're patriotic. If you don't know what to do, then sod it. Are you hypnotic? Some undertones are erotic. Is this thing narcotic? Please don't be toxic. Be somebody who wills the team on. You know the song, dilly ding dilly dong. That's something that Claudio Ranieri said. It's late, please go to bed. You're not the sharpest tool in the shed. You've got a really nice head, but your first touch is dead. But yeah, it is what it is. Have you ever been to the business? It's really blowing up and taking off. Have you heard of a celebrity called David Hasselhoff? Are you the man everyone thinks that you are? Are you a superstar? You've really gone far. You've come a long way. That's something I'll more than happily say. Is today your day to shine? Like Herobrine, wait no, that guy's a villain. Are you chilling? Have you ever gone on LinkedIn? What things do you plan on binning, aka getting rid of? Have you heard of a fullback called Kolarov? On COD you can throw grenades called Molotovs, basically like fire cocktails. Have you heard of a Pokemon called Ninetales, where you released on bail, or were you sent to jail to stay there for longer? Some things are a plonker. Some stuff is just bonkers. It's a bit mad, a bit crazy. You're moving brazy. Right now there's mist, it's looking hazy. Whoops a daisy. Is your favourite type of flower a daisy or a rose? Nobody knows. Who are your bros? They're clearly your friends as opposed to your foes. But yeah, what are you opposed against? Don't sit on the fence. Have you heard of a dragon called Salamence? That's a dragon type Pokemon. I believe from Gen 3 or Gen 4, you always demand more. You're very demanding of yourself. You're not happy with your wealth or your health. You want to up those two things, get them to a much higher position. I wonder what else are you wishing? You're the king in your respective field. How much energy do you yield? Is a mace what you wield? That's more of a medieval kind of thing. Please get in the bin. How far can you fling a discus? A discus. You wish this? Do you wish this upon anybody who's on your hit list? Can you gift this? You're getting dismissed because that's just how it be like. Are you somebody like? Are you a Karen or are you a character like Ike? Please get on your bike. Some tribal people often throw a pike, aka a spear. That is something that you may fear because it's quite an intimidating thing, an intimidating weapon. Don't step in the mud. Some things are just a dud. AKA they're a fad, they're not really working how they were supposed to, but that's on you. Are you through with your previous habits, your previous regime? Please join the team. Speaking of habits, do you have any habits? Have you heard of Ted Kravitz? That's the guy who does the F1 stuff. Right now you're looking dense, you're looking buff, but things are getting rough. Is this all love or it's not really enough? I'm looking to the one above. Doves are a symbol of something, I believe. They're a Roman symbol of love. You're off the cuff. You got a huff and puff, otherwise it's tough. Get it going. What are you showing? Are you a baller like Foden? Get in your mode. Get your mode into what it needs to be, aka get in the zone. What is it that you own? Are you the king of the throne? Is that what you own? You have a bone to pick with someone else. You've got a bone to pick. Have you heard of Chick Hicks? Do you like Weetabix? He's crapping bricks. I was about to use a different verb. Please get off the curb. Curb, that's an American term. Why are you here? Are you here to learn? That isn't until the start of the semester. That's what they call. That's another American term. Speaking of semesters, what semester? I'm trying to think. What has been your favourite semester? Have you ever visited a place in England called Leicester? Don't let things pester or fester. Let them free. What do you want to be? Are you filled with glee or something much more sour and solemn? Have you read this article? Have you read this column? Have you heard of a certain individual that looks like an iron golem? He's built different, like an absolute unit. You can prove it. Just do it. Who threw it? You choose it. I can see a battery pack on the wall. The fly on the wall. Right now you're so tall. Why are you just certified to bull? Please answer a call. When it comes, when the phone's ringing, what were you thinking? His eyes, he's got the iced out rollie, he's blinging. He's decked out with drip. Who are you trying to pip to the title? Some things are just vile. Have you seen the file? It's got important information. Something you need to bust the cases in. Something you need to bust case. You can always win your race. What issues do you face? Please get your shoes laced up. What's up? Please drink a cup of tea. What do you want to be in the future when you're older? You can always be bolder, be more courageous. Some things are outrageous. Just face this. It's a problem that you have to deal with head on. You know the song. Are you right or are you wrong? Have you heard of a footballer called Tahith Chong? I believe he plays for Man United, or used to play for Man United, a former player. Have you played Demon Slayer? Have you been to Marbella? Please ask the waiter for some water. I wonder what you taught her. Is her name Gloria or something else? Are you Welsh? Is her name Kelsey? Have you been to Chelsea? Well, F me. I did not expect that. That's a place I've personally never gone to, even though it looks nice. Have you heard of a footballer called Declan Rice? Speaking of Chelsea, he's rumoured to go there. At the time of recording this video, he's at West Ham. Blim Blam. Have you heard of a manager called Big Sam Allardyce? He rolls the dice. He seems like a nice lad. Some things are not bad. They are not a fad. They won't just flop. You're headed straight to the top. What is it that you aim to cop? He can skip and he can hop. Are you ready for the drop? Do you drive a drop top? If you're cleaning up, then use a mop. Please head to the shop for what you want to cop. He hips and he hops. He's got the young skips. He's a skipper. A group of dogs is called a litter. I can see the glitter. It's really shining. Right now you're styling, you're whiling down. You're winding down. I believe that's a dance move. I can't really dance. I can't really be asked. You've got a task pointed to you by the taskmaster. You can always go faster. You can always be smarter. You can always train harder. This is Sparta. Are you a martyr? Is he your father? Has he gone farther than you ever could? Do what you've got to do. Do what you would. Do what you should. Have you cut the wood from the tree? This isn't Minecraft. Please do not be daft. He's hopped into the mine shaft. He's born to graft. Because he's a hard worker. Are you a striker like Timo Werner? Have you ever used a Bunsen burner? Are you a big earner? Probably yes. Put you to your test. Have you played Horizon Forbidden West? In my opinion, the greatest game ever, or the greatest game I've played. He really did slay. Have you heard of Lil TJ or Lil Tay? Two famous people. Have you been to the church with the steeple? Are you very gleeful, or the complete opposite? Have you ever been to a cockpit? Have you ever used the faucet? Just lock it. Have you been to a forest? There's a bunch of trees and woods. A bunch of trees in the woods. Have you worn your hood? Because it could get kind of cold. Don't let mold fester on the bread. Otherwise that bread is basically dead. Food poisoning could occur. Do you incur that is a true statement? Please head to the basement. Visit the attic. Are you a fitness fanatic? You've cracked it. You've cracked the code. Have you used an anode or a cathode? That's some stuff you learn about in physics. Parts of a battery that come with it. I believe, or I might have got that horribly wrong, but it is what it is. The doorbell goes ding dong. Have you ever gone to Hong Kong? Right now this is looking long, but that's the whole point. It's meant to be 40 hours, not 10. That's nothing. Right now, why are you running? Why are you coming to the party? If you want, you can just stay at home and leave it. You're not Hardy. Caprio in that music video called where the song was called Rapper. Some guy was kicked out the party. Have you ever had Smarties? Because you're a smarty. You are what you eat. Please enjoy the feast. Right now you're a beast. Unleash the demon inside you. I've always liked you.